I'm back. Roads Rants on Star Wars. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Road Squadron. Side note, one of my subs reached out yesterday during the live stream on John Matrix channel. Said, hey, when are we getting some Road Squadron t-shirts? I am working on them right now. So they're on the way. This comes as an exclusive from Yahoo. Todd Fisher has revealed the original plan involving Carrie Fisher for this trilogy. Carrie Fisher's brother reveals the new details about Leia's Rise of Skywalker role. She was going to be the last Jedi. Exclusive. Still think Mark Hamill's Luke Skywalker was the last Jedi referenced in the title of the 8th episode of the Star Wars saga? Think again. In the original version of the 9th and final installment, The Rise of Skywalker, his sister, Leia, played by Carrie Fisher, was going to emerge as a full-fledged Jedi warrior, complete with her very own lightsaber. That's according to no less authority than Fisher's real-life brother, Todd Fisher, who filled us in on what the plan was for his sister's iconic character prior to her death in 2016. Quote, she was going to have a big payoff in the final film. Fisher reveals exclusively to Yahoo Entertainment, quote, she was going to be the last Jedi, so to speak. That's cool, right? Cool is an understatement. It's positively wizard. Leia's Force abilities were teased in a key scene of Rian Johnson's Last Jedi. Arrow to the mother freaking eye hole. People used to say to me, why is it that Carrie never gets a lightsaber, chops up some bad guys? Fisher says, noting Alec Guinness was roughly the same age when he battled Darth Vader in A New Hope. Obi-Wan was in his prime when he was Carrie's age. I think that's arguable. Unfortunately, a version of The Rise of Skywalker where Leia picks up her father and brother's chosen weapon can only exist in our imagination. After Fisher's death, her alter ego arc had to be reconceived by returning director J.J. Abrams. It was that love that led the filmmaker to make a bold, creatively risky decision. Take unused footage of Leia left over from The Force Awakens and make it part of The Rise of Skywalker. Quote, they had 8 minutes of footage. They grabbed every frame and analyzed it and then reverse engineered it and got it into the story the right way. It's kind of magical. Fisher understandably declines to elaborate on exactly how Abrams reverse engineered the unused footage into a satisfying farewell to such a beloved, groundbreaking character. He does hint that Abrams has found a way to address both losses in an emotional way. This is, in its own way, a payoff. It's Carrie talking to us from the beyond, a beautiful thing about the concept of the Force. There is no real death, you just exist in another dimension. So Carrie is looking down or sideways or wherever. She is still part of us. Okay. Look, I've said in prior videos that, I have to respect what the family thinks, okay, as far as bringing Carrie back. If that's something they want to see, that's great. Do I find it clunky? I can tell you this. I had heard this originally too because of Leia's ridiculous Force Superman thing in The Last Jedi. This was heading towards her being the main hero in The Rise of Skywalker. However, like Colin Trevorrow, he wanted Luke and Leia as a tandem to go in to the ending of that movie in a big rise of the Skywalkers as Jedis together, which sounds awesome. Okay. Unfortunately, setting this up in the middle film of a trilogy, it sounds to me like, and I hate to go political or any of that sort of shit, but I'm just going to call it what it is. Kathleen Kennedy, I believe, put this into the story along with Carrie Hart and Ryan Johnson as the way to prop up a female character in order to push aside, and they did push aside Luke Skywalker at the end of that movie. And look, I've got all the respect in the world for General Leia, Carrie Fisher. I love Carrie Fisher. I cried multiple times the day she passed away. It was heartbreaking. But I don't think Disney understands at the end of the day, she was a very, very, very significant side character. Okay. It was still Luke's story. Luke and Anakin. It was their story. In the prequels, Luke and Obi-Wan. Okay. Now, a lot of people get mad about that. I love Han Solo. I do. I guess you could call them co-leads, maybe. But the story's still centered around Anakin and Luke. That's what we've always known. All right. And to try to force Carrie Fisher into that, her arc into that square peg into a round hole thing, this late in the game becomes an issue, in my opinion. I just don't think that flows into the story personally. Okay, I guess if it was something dual with Mark Hamill, fine. But it seems like that was forced in some sort of a weird cover-up way. Okay, I don't love it. I just don't like that. Okay, I don't like it. Fuck it, I don't like it. It's Luke. It just is Luke. As I said in the video a while back, Star Wars is Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker. At least to so many fans. Luke's not my guy, but I understand the fandom. Probably half of them. Luke is their guy. And Star Wars died when Luke died. So it is what it is. Terrible, if you ask me. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.